Arslan Valeev was a snake expert and zoology YouTuber based out of Russia. Through his channel, Bobcat TV, Arslan didn't just share his life with exotic animals. He invited the world into a realm where predators roamed all around him. Big cats, venomous snakes, and creatures most wouldn't dare approach. They were all part of his everyday reality. But beneath the allure of this dangerous life was a man quietly spiraling. And in one chilling live stream, that spiral came to a tragic and irreversible end. Arslan Valeev was a zoologist from St. Petersburg, Russia, whose fascination with animals began when he was just a child. But unlike most kids who grow out of their childhood obsessions, Arslan's interest only grew. Specifically, his fascination with reptiles. Snakes in particular captivated him. His parents, however, weren't so keen on the idea of their son keeping these creatures in the house. They allowed him to keep fish instead, and his home soon filled with tanks of various species. But that passion for reptiles never faded. In fact, their refusal only deepened his desire. When Arslan was 15, his parents divorced, and in the days that followed, he finally bought his first snake. One snake quickly turned into 3, and from there, his interest in exotic animals continued. Over the years, Arslan expanded his expertise, learning to care for everything from large constrictors to mountain lions and other large cats. After earning his bachelor's in biology from St. Petersburg State University, Arslan's career led him to the Leningrad Zoo, where he spent years working closely with animals, gaining hands-on experience that would continue to fuel his passion for wildlife and various habitats. Arslan was always someone whose life was built around understanding and coexisting with creatures most would only see behind thick glass. And this passion fueled his drive to share his love for these animals with as many people as possible. But he wasn't alone in this endeavor. His wife, Katya, shared that same love for wildlife. Together, they cultivated multiple YouTube channels, including Bobcat TV and Reptomania, giving viewers a raw and unfiltered look into the world of exotic animal care. Their channels gained traction, drawing in a dedicated audience fascinated by their fearless approach to nature's most dangerous creatures. But while their bond appeared strong on camera, cracks were forming behind the scenes. As their popularity grew, so did the strain on their relationship. Allegations of infidelity surfaced, and with them came mistrust and resentment. By 2017, their marriage had shattered, leaving behind not just a broken relationship, but a broken man. It was reported that Katya attempted to leave Arslan after alleged infidelity on his part, angering him and prompting him to suddenly attack her. The divorce was finalized soon after the alleged assault. These reports of assault are unverified, though if true, are important to note, and may give further insight into Arslan's rapidly deteriorating and fragile mental state.
Читаю ваши сообщения.
It began like any other live stream, but from the very start, something was off. Arslan was agitated, his words scattered and disjointed. Viewers sensed that something was wrong, but they couldn't have imagined what was about to happen. At some point during the stream, Arslan stepped away. Some shuffling could be heard in the background before he returned moments later. After sitting down in front of the camera, Arslan revealed a horrifying admission to his live viewers. He had just placed his hand inside the enclosure of one of his deadliest pet snakes, a black mamba. The venom of a black mamba is among the most lethal in the world, attacking the nervous system with ruthless efficiency. Paralysis sets in quickly, followed by death. Arslan lifted his hand to the camera, blood dripping from his finger. His voice strained as he pleaded with his viewers to contact Katya. But time was already slipping away. As the poison coursed through his veins, Arslan's condition deteriorated rapidly. His movements slowed, his speech slurred, and his eyes began to roll back sporadically, until he stumbled off camera for the last time. Despite the attempts of viewers to intervene, it was too late. By the time help arrived, Arslan was already gone, and those watching were left grappling with the horrifying realization that they had just witnessed a man's final moments in real time. Now almost 8 years later, both Bobcat TV and Reptomania remain as a chilling digital monument to a man whose passion led him down a path of no return. Arslan Valeev's story is more than a cautionary tale about the dangers of living too close to the edge. A haunting reminder of how personal despair, when left unchecked, can collide with a public platform in the most devastating way possible. But perhaps the most unsettling part of all is knowing that as Arslan Valeev took his final breaths, an audience was watching, helpless, silent, witnessing the climax of a dark spiral of a man, ultimately consumed by the very creatures that had once been his life's purpose.